Hey everyone, this is Ann Simpson. Welcome to my video, Funding Strategies for Capital Improvement Projects. I just want to start off by saying I support the models, concepts, and strategies that you're going to see throughout here. They were designed and developed by Davenport and Company, who was the financial consulting group who's been working with the town of Waxhaw for the last few years. The great news is that we are currently in a very good position and have the capability of going out and borrowing approximately $12 to $15 million for capital improvement projects, provided that the Board of Commissioners can prioritize and execute and decide on exactly what they want to get started on. There are many capital improvement projects needed in Waxhaw, such as infrastructure, roadways and sidewalks, parks, public works area, and a town hall building. Just to give you an idea of some proposed construction costs, building a roundabout at NC 75 and Old Providence Road would cost about $2.1 million, and an intersection improvement at Waxhaw, Marvin, and Gray Byram would cost $1.5 million. Just these two roadway improvements would cost over $3.6 million. Let's take a look at our parks. The town just recently completed a parks master plan, and looking at the 10-year capital improvement project, it would cost over $26.6 million if we execute everything in the plan. And these figures do not encompass anything related to building a public works area or a town hall building. As you can see, the many needed capital improvement projects are going to cost the town millions of dollars. Due to the property tax imbalance, Waxhaw's day-to-day operation and upkeep are unsustainable, which has resulted in increasing taxes and fees. However, the question remains on how do we pay for the needed capital improvement projects when we can't even pay for our day-to-day operations. Available funding options include savings, pay-as-you-go, grants, borrowing money, and issuing bonds. The town of Waxhaw currently uses all these options except for bonds, and in the future a combination of all these will be needed to pay for future capital improvement projects. A few years ago, the town of Waxhaw hired Davenport and Company, who is a financial consulting group, to develop a funding model and strategy to pay for capital improvement projects. The easiest way to explain the Davenport and Company financial model concept is by using the process of buying a house. Let's say that each month you save $1,000 towards a down payment. When you're ready to go out and find the house, you receive a pre-approval for a loan amount. Then you're out shopping and you find the home of your dreams and you make your down payment. Then you go to the bank and you take out a mortgage or your loan payment. Now that $1,000 a month that you have been saving becomes your monthly mortgage or loan payment. Now that we have a better understanding of the financial model concept, let's take Davenport & Company funding strategy and see how it applies. The model is based on the town saving $650,000 a year, which is used for down payment or the town's portion of a grant. It is also the seed money needed for designing and engineering of a project. Next, the project's loan amount would need to be determined and it borrowed from the lender. The $650,000 a year would now become the new yearly loan payment or debt service, and in 2029 the police department building will be paid off, adding additional money available to pay off the first loan or to fund more projects. Currently, the town has been saving $650,000 a year and it has about $1.2 million in savings. We also have a loan capacity of about $15 million that we could borrow for future projects. However, during this last budget cycle, $150,000 out of the $650,000 was used for other expenses, leaving only $500,000 to be saved for future capital improvement projects. Waxhaw is at a crossroads, and your vote will determine our future. When deciding who you're going to vote for on November 5th, ask yourself, does the candidate really understand the issues and challenges facing Waxhaw? Do they have a solution? Do they live in the past or have a vision for the future? Past elections have been won with only 700 votes in a town with over 19,000 residents, and your vote matters. So if you want fresh new leadership, a change from the status quo, and share my vision for Waxhaw's future, then I'd like to humbly ask for your support on November 5th. Please vote Ann M. Simpson, Town of Waxhaw, Board of Commissioner.